we can't account for the money that we spend up here. The Pentagon can't balance their budget. They cannot audit and say where all of their money was spent. There are billions. I think there was $93 billion in the federal budget last year that is unaccounted for. Was spent, we know it was spent, but we can't figure out where it was spent. Until that is fixed, give them no more money up here. They cannot be trusted. So raising taxes, he says, is it off the table? Yes, raising taxes is off the table because we are incompetent with managing money up here. We want less money in Washington and more money left to the people.
So even if somebody out of the goodness of their hearts, even without rates going up, wanted to send a refund check to the government?
Don't. Send it to the Salvation Army. If you want to help people, send it to Red Cross. Do not send it to Washington because they will waste it, they will squander it, and worse yet, they have no idea where it is.
The president in his speech makes a values argument. He says that if government is cut as much as Paul Ryan would like in the House budget and some of these other bigger spending reduction plans, that it would fundamentally change the relationship between the American people and their government.
He's so out of touch that he just completely does not get it. The thing is Paul Ryan's budget doesn't balance for 26 years. So I'm saying to those who say, well, we should adopt the Paul Ryan budget, it's not enough. Paul Ryan's budget will add trillions of dollars to debt over the next decade. President Obama's will add trillions more, but both of those plans add trillions of dollars of debt over the next decade. I don't think the country can withstand a decade more of trillion-dollar annual deficits, and we have to do something more dramatic. Here's the interesting thing. We almost shut down government last week. And people say, well, something dramatic must have happened. Well, guess what? Nothing dramatic happened. We will spend more this year than we did last year. Even with all this debate, we're going to spend more this year than last year. Our deficit this year will be more than last year. So you scratch your head and say, well, we got all these new people. Are things changing in Washington? Rhetoric has changed, but no real spending has changed. We're still spending way too much and borrowing trillions of dollars on routine programs.
But since you've been here, since you've been on the scene and had your big election victory, have you noticed a quickening? You said the president seems to be reading the tea leaves. A little bit of a little thawing maybe of...
Well, they're hearing us, and I think that we are having some effect on the debate. The culture used to be around here, where are we going to spend money? Now the culture is shifting to where we would cut money. The problem I still have with it is nobody is yet serious about how significant the cuts will have to be. And you can't just trim waste and fraud. We're talking about you will have to cut federal spending.